Welcome back to the Sticker Channel. Today we are going to get our fall plot in. I wanted to bring you over and show you what we've got. I've got approximately just shy of a ½ acre behind me. You can see it there. I'm going to plant that with my domain seed, and I want you to take note of what I'm about to tell you. Let me take you for a walk here. Now, for anybody out there that says, oh, I can't plant a plot because I've got such rocky soil. Oh my gosh, look at this crap. I mean, this is absolutely filthy with freaking stone. But I came over before starting this film, and I took the chain drag harrow. I had the other four-wheeler, the two-wheel drive, and had the chain harrow behind it, drug it all. It's been prepped for about a month, so it's pretty much weed free. It won't be. I'll put the starter fertilizer to it and it'll probably take off crazy nuts. But what we've got today for planting is we've got the Buyers spreader here that we've abused for about 5 years. The thing's worth its weight in gold. And I've got just a little hand spreader because a ½ acre is not that much. I've got 2 bags of lime and 2 bags of 520-20 from my starter. I wanted something with high P and K, and as sunny as it is out, in a couple hours before the rain hits, a lot of this nitrogen will probably volatize anyhow and burn off, which I really don't need a whole lot of nitrogen to get started. And if I do later, I'll just top dress. But the reason why I'm putting the lime to it is because the more dry chemical fertilizer that you put to it, is that right? I said dry chemical fertilizer. I don't know. Anyhow, the more dry fertilizer you put in the ground, it's full of all kinds of salts and fillers and crap that they throw in these bags. And so I'm going to offset that with some lime. So what I'm going to do is spread that all and come over here and show you what we're planting. I am putting in the dirt, no BS. And this is for planting approximately a ½ acre or less, and it's oat, rape, red clover, daikon radish, and chicory. Excuse me, I don't have my cheater glasses on, so I'm having trouble reading that. It's no BS. I'm gonna mix in a little hot chick. So the no BS has a red clover in it, and this is going to add some more red clover and some balanza and the chicory. So I will have something here in the spring to come back up, but then we're going to spice it up with some leafy kale and some hybrid brassica, which will give it some browse pressure, ability to take the browse pressure, I should say. This stuff will grow back. They claim up to 4 times the deer can bite that thing off and it'll grow back. So that's what we're up against today. This is what we have. So I'm going to get this all offloaded here, and I'm going to get the lime into the spreader and then throw the fertilizer in to the spreader and get that all out, and then I'll be hand seeding. So not a whole lot of video to look at because I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of time-lapse video of me spinning seed and going in circles on a four-wheeler. I think we've all seen that before, but I just wanted to let you know what I was up to. When I get it all done, by that time they're calling for rain at 5. It's now around 3. So I'm up against the time clock, but this won't take long with that electric spreader back there. So I'm going to get to it, quit yapping, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Won't be a whole lot to look at, but I'll close out the video then. fit 2 bags 100 times total in this spreader. Also wanted to point out too, if you get a good quality fertilizer, some of the filler is Pell Line. So get a, like I said, a good quality brand. We get this stuff from Anderson, it comes out of Ohio. And yeah, they cut their fertilizer with a little bit of lime, so it's not so full of the junk fillers. Be back in a minute. Well, that literally took about 5 minutes, but you can see that it got a pretty good spread. You can see it everywhere. Now I'm about to dump seed. Hold on. Okay, I just spread the whole jug of OBS out there. It's for about a 1/4 acre or less, it said. So I need a little more seed, and so I mixed a hot chick, a kale, and a hybrid brassica together, and that's what it looks like. So that's going to go on the whole plot as well, and I seed a little heavy for the stem count. I want a heavy stem count. I want all the big leafy stuff on top as I can get. I have a pretty good amount of deer here that I'm feeding, so there's a lot of pressure, so I like the high stem count, so I'm going to go spread that now. Okay, all seed is slung. You can see there's plenty of seed all around. And yeah, for the guys that say I can't grow something in stony, rocky ground, I encourage you strongly to go ahead and subscribe. Just turn it around, extended eye. Go ahead and subscribe and watch for the updates, because got my domain shirt on. Subscribe, watch for the updates. I will have a nice big leafy 1/2 acre tree stand directly in front of me here, and I seeded more heavily this side of the plot, my strong side with the bow. That's a little strategy. You know, there's enough seed over here too, but I put a little extra over here so that that leaf count's strong on this side. So if this other side gets mowed off, why, I'll have a good strong side shot over this way. Now, here's the rest of the plots. You can see my screenings, the clover plot, then I'm going to have this as my fall plot, and on the other side of that screening is another clover plot. All total, there's over just a hair, around just about 2 acres. Food here for them now. And this is last year's regrowth that the bike's sitting in of the No BS. I didn't do anything to this Green Mile. That's all the regrowth from No BS last year. All this clover came back. Crazy. It's beautiful. Heck, half the time I come over here to check on the plots, the deer are eating off the Green Mile. They're not even out in the clover fields. But hey, that's fall plots for 2023. I didn't have a whole lot of great video footage this year because the clover made it a little easy on me when I frost. Well, last year, whatever you do this year helps you for next year. So last year I put a bunch of clover in the side plots along with the blends that I had, and then frost seeded with Comeback Kid in the spring around end of March time, and I've got 2 beautiful clover plots, so I didn't really have to do anything on these side plots this year all summer long except mow. When the clover came up and it flowered and turned brown, I went over and mowed it and spread that seed, thicken it all up. And there's a little tip for you too. You can do that for yourself. But enough mumbling here. Stick around for the updates. And our archery season here in PA doesn't start till October, but stay tuned. Don't ignore me. In September, I'm headed upper New York, the Adirondack Mountains. Gonna go for a bear hunt up there. And then mid-October, Dave and I are headed to Eastern Shore, Maryland. We're gonna hunt those little sitka deer, those little miniature elk. And hopefully get that all out of my system, and I can come back, concentrate here in PA, and shoot one of those large mountain bucks I'm always after over top the river. Stick with the channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that notification bell so you get everything that comes out. Be watching our podcast every Sunday. It comes out at 5 p.m. If you don't want to watch it, which I'd rather you would, but if you want to listen to it, it's on all your favorite listening platforms, Spotify, Apple, all that, iTunes, anything you can think of. There's like 25 platforms there for listening. You can check it on that. It's called the Whitetail Obsession Podcast. Dave and I do, and we've had some pretty cool guests and some pretty cool talks on there. Check it all out. See you on the next video. Happy hunting, fall 2023.